Hi there, this is Dr. Ma'in Hasib, the Accreditation Consultant and Quality and Safety Trainer, with Lesson 2 on Effective Leadership Skills, a leader that people follow. In Lesson 1, we talked about what is the definition of leadership, what is an effective leader, what is the difference between a leader and a manager. In this lesson, Lesson 2, we'll talk about what are the qualities and skills of leaders. In Lesson 3, we'll talk about what are the different types, styles of leadership. And in Lesson 4, how can you become a great, effective leader, a leader that people follow. So let's start with Lesson 2. What are the qualities and skills of a leader? Being the leader does not make you one, because you don't automatically get the respect and acceptance of your group members. Therefore, in order to earn the leadership of your group and have a positive influence on the members, you need to learn some specific skills and methods. What is a quality? Okay, let's define what is the difference between a quality and a skill. A quality is something that is ours, is part of our personality. It comes naturally to us. It runs in our gene. It runs in our veins like the blood. Examples of qualities like kind. You see somebody, you can say she's kind or he's kind. Okay. Calm, confident, sensitive, responsible, team player, hardworking, well-organized, friendly, leadership, etc. A skill, on the other hand, is something that you have learned to do. You are trained to do it. They teach you on how to do it. For example, analyze information, playing sport, communication, solving problems, playing musical instruments, or singing. So, in general, effective leaders are honest, trustworthy, caring, responsible, inspirational, hardworking, confident, service-oriented, persistent, and risk-taker. Also, they are role models, team players, handle conflict, delegate responsibilities as appropriate, flexible, realistic, good learner, and resourceful. In general, effective leaders have vision or a purpose. What is the difference between creativity versus innovation? Visionary leaders are those who see the grand view of the future. They look far, they see the whole picture, and are able to articulate that vision eloquently to inspire those below them. Creativity is thinking up new things. You come up with ideas. Okay, innovation is doing these things. Okay? So creativity and innovation, they complement each other. Effective leaders have strong commitment. Commitment is the price you are willing to pay to get remarkable result. That's why you need to commit to things that matter to you the most. Effective leaders have good communication skills. They have consecutive skills. What does that mean? It means how to recognize, remember, think, speak, and solve problems. They have common sense, logic, and they have a sense of humor. So what are the qualities and skills of a leader they need to have? You need to make a difference. Okay? One, you need to make a difference. Before you can lead, you have to believe that you have a positive impact on others. You have to believe in yourself, that you matter. That's where it all begins. it is not a question of will I make a difference, rather it is what difference will I make as a leader, because you will be the difference. Credibility. Credibility is the foundation of leadership. You have to believe in you, but others have to believe in you too. What does it take for others to believe in you? Short answer, credibility. If people do not believe in you, they will not willingly follow you. 3. Values-driven commitment. People want to know what you stand for and believe for. Okay? They want to know what your values also. 4. Focusing on the future. You have to have a vision. Vision is where you're going to be 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Vision without action is a daydreamer. Action without vision is a nightmare. People buy into the leader before they buy into the vision. Your vision tells you where you will be tomorrow. The work will be done. It gives them energy to wake up each day with fever, passion, and dedication to get the job done or to achieve the goals. Act like a thermostat, not as a thermometer. What is the difference? A thermometer will measure things. A thermostat will raise and lower the temperature. So be a thermostat. You raise and lower as needed. You cannot do it alone. Leadership is a team sport, and you need to engage others in the cause. Everyone matters. Everyone important. Leaders are obsessed with what is best for others, not what is best for themselves. 6. Trustworthy. Trust is the glue that holds all relationships together, including the relationship between the leader and the led. And trust is based on integrity. Integrity is the distance between your lips and your life. The level of trust others have in you will determine the amount of influence you will have over them. You have to earn your followers' trust before they will be willing to trust you. That means you have to give the trust before you get the trust. How do best leaders build trust? There are 13 behaviors of high trust leaders worldwide have. They talk straight. They don't lie. Be honest. Keep promises. They demonstrate respect. Practice accountability. Right, wrong. If something is wrong, make it right. Show loyalty. Deliver results. Get better. Always try to improve yourself. Confront reality. Clarify expectation. Create realistic expectation. Challengeable, yet attainable. Listen first. Keep commitments. Extend a trust. He who does not trust enough will not be trusted. Number 7, challenge. Excellent leaders are always associated with changing the status quo. Challenge tests you. It introduces you to yourself, and that's where you show your good leadership skills. It is a claim that the higher the risk, the higher is the gain. Leaders make things happen despite the difficult and bumpy road to getting there. 8. You need to lead by example. A leader leads by example, whether he intends or not. You are being watched over the time, and people wanna be like you. They want to take you as a role model. A leader is always under the microscope. You have got to walk the talk, not just talk the talk. Leaders have only two tools at their disposal: what they say and how they say it. What they say and how they act. What they say might be interesting, but how they act is always crucial. You get the best out of others when you give the best of yourself. How does leadership by example work? Leadership by example is a simple process. You need to learn, you need to do, and you need to teach. As applicable, learn it yourself, do it, and teach it. Who dares to teach will never cease to learn. 9. Great leaders are learners. Okay? Great leaders are great readers. But not every great leader is a great leader. Reading is the process of discovery and application. No matter how good you are, you can always get better. Studies show that leadership can be learned in a variety of ways. They can learn in a variety of ways. Studies show that leadership can be learned in a variety of ways. By personal experience, try and error. And this is the most difficult, okay? And it's costly usually. But bad times have scientific values. These are occasions a good learner would not miss. And as they say, the mistakes of yesterday are the experiences of today. You can learn by studying the experience of others. So you don't need to try and err, but you can study the experience of others so you can avoid mistakes by observation. Do not just look, observe. Study in a classroom, study online, read books, articles, magazines. The more you read, the better you read, the more you will enjoy it, and the better you become. People who don't read cheat themselves. Things keep changing. If you do not learn, you are sure to lose out. But you need to assess the information, its validity, relevances, and apply the lessons learned. How and when to read. I'm going to give you an ideas where you can read, the times you can read. You have time to read if you want to every day, in bed before you go to sleep. When you wake up in the morning, if you wake up early. While watching TV, how? During commercials. Mute the voice on the TV and read. If you are watching a movie or you watching a series for an hour, there are about 15 minutes of commercials during that hour. So 5 minutes each. So mute the sound and read. While your car is being serviced, waiting at the doctor's office, in the bank, on the train. Almost every day you can utilize by reading some of your time which otherwise would be wasted. If you don't read, you cannot lead. Other ways to learn. Watch DVDs or tapes. You learn better visually. Find a mentor to help you out, okay, to coach you. Listen to those who work with you. Usually the people who are doing the task, the procedures, they have good solutions to issues and problems you might be faced with because they are doing the work. 10. Leadership is an affair of the heart. Love is the motivation that energizes leaders to give so much for others. You just won't work hard enough to become great if you aren't doing what you love. That I always say, I do my job with love. I love what I do. If you cannot do it with love, why do it at all? No, go and live where no man has been there before. Leaders put their hearts in their businesses and their businesses in their heart. It is almost impossible to be remarkable at doing something if you do not put your heart in it. 11. Leaders are superior, they have superior communication skills. For now, effective communication skills are essential for the success of any leader. Nothing can be achieved without a proper communication. Therefore, developing communicative skill is a must. I have lessons and lectures on how to have an effective communication skills. I advise you or I encourage you to watch those lessons also. Number 12, giving and accepting feedback. Effective leadership skills are about giving and getting constructive and constant feedback from your colleagues or subordinates. Always ensure you praise when the job is well done. Say thank you, okay, and criticize gently when needed. Remember, a rule of thumbs: praise in public and reprimand in private. Accepting feedback, criticism, constructive feedback, okay? Don't look at problems as problems. Look at them as an opportunity for improvement. Pointedly, honestly, and briefly. Make your performance better, not how they would have done it. Delegation responsibilities. An effective leader is one who can delegate issues, not tasks, to the right people. Okay, leadership is the art of getting extraordinary performance from ordinary people. A leader cannot do it him or herself. You always depend on others to get things done, but you need to delegate the right thing to the right person. Everything we accomplish happens not just because of our effort, but through the efforts of others. 14. Charismatic. There should be a feeling of authority around the leader. At the same time, people should feel that he is approachable. 15. Courage. Without courage, you may have a vision, but you will never pursue it. Without courage, you may believe in something, but you will never stand up and speak for it. Without courage, true leaders cannot go against the status quo. Without courage, you cannot right wrongs. Where can I find courage? Or as a leader, where can you find courage? Read and learn about leaders. Read bios of great leaders to inspire you. Watch movies of courageous leaders to bring out the same passion in you. Keep yourself in the company of people who are encouraging and enabling. Faith. Faith is the most powerful source of courage in your life. 16. Self-discipline. It is the ability to do what needs to be done even when you do not feel like doing it. That's what self-discipline is. It is routine and constant, like clockwork. Laid back attitude is meant for losers, not leaders. Talent without discipline is like an octopus on roller skates. There is plenty of movement, but you never know if it's going to be forward, backward, or sideways. Unpredictable behaviors. How do you cultivate self-discipline? Create a daily to-do list for yourself. Practice waking up early every day and fast. 17, accountability. Many of people in responsible for positions, they don't have accountability, and some organizations, they lack accountability. Leaders need to develop a culture of accountability within the organization to build a successful organization. You need to be accountable because the decisions you make and the actions you take have consequences that affect more than just yourself. Others need to be accountable also within the scope of their responsibilities. Summary of what are the qualities and skills of leaders. If you want to be an effective leader, you need to follow these rules and facts. If you do, you will gain mastery over the art of science of leadership. By understanding and attending to them in your workplace and everyday life, you become the effective leader that people want to follow willingly, not because of your position and your authority. The final test of a leader is that he leaves behind him in other men the conviction and the will to carry on. I am done with lesson 2 on how to be an effective or to have effective leadership skills, a leader that people follow. To continue with the subject, please go to lesson 3. In lesson 3, we will talk about what are the different types and styles of leadership. Thank you very much for watching.